everyone. Thank you all for attending. Hope you have an excellent day so far. I'm Desh, as Brett introduced. I'm a strategy analyst at Google, and I love working with data. And today I'll be taking you through managing campaigns at scale, using My Client Center, AdWords Editor, and a bit on Excel to save you time and improve efficiencies and hopefully enable you to kick a little more ass than you already kick. Okay, so before we actually start, just a heads up that this session is geared more towards a beginner and intermediate audience. If you do feel that you're proficient in My Client Center and AdWords Editor, you're more than welcome to attend one of the other stream sessions that are occurring at the moment, which is defining goals and tracking client success and advanced testing and conversion tracking. Cool, so let's start. Okay, so if you ever feel like the sad pug, My Client Center would be the ideal solution for you. My Client Center, or MCC, is a powerful tool developed by the Google AdWords team, specifically catering to the needs of large advertisers who have multiple business units and agencies of all sizes to more efficiently track performance and monitor accounts. With a My Client Center, you could use one login instead of multiple logins to access all the accounts underneath your MCC. You'll be able to, instead of logging out after every AdWords account, keep on the same login and just toggle between AdWords accounts. You'll be able to see all of your accounts in one dashboard. And there's a strong reporting capabilities with My Client Center. So you'd be able to run consolidated reporting across different metrics to get an holistic view of all the accounts in your portfolio. You could also receive alerts for important events, including billing and payment issues or ad disapprovals across all your accounts. And finally, one of the coolest features is manager-defined spend, which will enable you to retrieve consolidated invoices for all the accounts in your portfolio every month. So Ed has advised me that when you sign up for the Engage program, you can use one login, but if you are going to be the admin of an MCC account, you have to create another email address. And you can use Google's free Gmail service to do so, but you have to have two separate to enable this process. So that was a quick refresher on My Client Center. Unfortunately, due to privacy concerns, we aren't able to go into a specific account to tackle anything mentioned as previously. But if you do have questions, just shout. The audience, it's a bit dark because the lighting is all in the front. So just shout if you have a question. We'll be going through a deep dive of AdWords Editor, a bit on Excel. Yes, so we'll be doing that now. So this is the basic interface of AdWords Editor. To download this application, just go to google.com/AdWords Editor or search for Google AdWords Editor. It's an application that allows you to do offline editing of multiple accounts and make changes and share those changes before you actually post those changes to your account. It's much more flexibility than working in the actual web interface. And the ability to share your changes before you post them is something that's not offered in the web interface. You can also manage multiple accounts at the same time. It's very, very easy to navigate between. We'll be going through different sections of the tool right now, starting with the left-hand tree menu on the side. At the top, the most top view is the name of your account, and underneath each of these is your campaigns. If you click on the triangle, you go deeper into the campaign, so you're looking at specific ad groups here. One of the coolest features of AdWords Editor is the ability to copy and paste different elements like keywords or ads and paste them into other ad groups. So by different elements, we use the top navigation. The screen resolution is a bit crap in the moment, but you can see it's keywords, ads, ad groups, targeting, extensions, and campaigns. And within each of these, there are sub-elements. So we could start with the keywords tab, and within AdWords Editor, you have the ability to download report statistics for whatever you're looking at. Our internet connection is a bit shocky at the moment, but you would do this by clicking on the View Statistics pie chart icon on the top, and you could do so for a specific campaign or for the whole account in one go. So when these metrics download, you'll be able to see the performance here. You can also more easily monitor all keywords across campaigns and ad groups. If we want to look at something specific, we could just drill down into the tree menu and click on the left-hand side, and the main view box updates. So with regards to campaign changes, there are lots of flexibility that's actually available in AdWords Editor. There's some of the features that aren't available, but most of them aren't. One of them that comes to mind is advanced ad scheduling. But you can make easy changes with regards to your search network, opting into display network, changing the kind of devices that you want to target, or specific operating systems, and new functionality if you're familiar with enhanced campaigns. Okay, so as mentioned before, you can copy and paste between different campaigns and create your own. So to do so, you would just highlight the kind of campaign that you want. We'll take desktop search, for example. You can copy Command-C on a Mac to copy, or Control-C on Windows, or you just click on Edit, the Edit menu, and click on Copy. And then Command-V or Control-V to paste. And the campaign is basically duplicated. You can do this across all the elements of the account with what's mentioned in AdWords Editor. So the same would apply for keywords, ads, and ad group. And this enables you to easily make changes. This functionality is not as easy to do in the web interface. So once something is changed, if you notice a red icon appear, that's kind of the status icon. It means that there's an error message. This is saying that your campaign has the same name as another campaign, so we can easily change that to desktop one search, for example. Yes. With regards to different types of ads, if you want to make easy changes, currently we're in the account view, but we could go down to a specific campaign. We look at smartphone search for Android, and the different ads within this campaign appear. We could drill down further to see a specific ad group, but if you wanted to make changes to all ads at one go, you select what you want to make changes to. You can either make changes in the headline box, so you could change mobile to online, and everything will update automatically. The triangle on the side indicates that a change has been made, and it's just an alert before you actually post changes. Another cool feature in AdWords Editor is that you can check changes before you actually post. So if AdWords policy, if some of the changes that you made don't abide by AdWords policy, you can click this check changes button, and it'll do a quick review and then come up with a prompt to say if it's cool for you to go ahead and post. Okay. Similarly, if you want to create image ads and copy them between different ad groups, so you select what you want to copy, simply highlight it, copy them, and go to a different kind of ad group that you want to paste them in where they don't exist, and just paste, and that's ready to post. The plus on the left-hand side means that it's a new addition to the account, and all these changes in the left-hand tree menu, if you notice that there's some cells, some campaigns that are highlighted in bold, it means that a change has been made in that account, just alerting you before you actually post your changes. And if you want to go ahead and post your changes, you click on the Post Changes button with the upwards arrow, and it gives you a quick summary of how many changes have been made in the account and what's going to be posted. Sorry about the view, but there is at the bottom there's a post button that you click, and then it gives you a status update on performance. Okay, with regards to sharing your account and making changes, so as an agency, this would be cool if you aren't 100% sure on the changes that you've made and want to get client approval first. What you do is you advise your client to download AdWords Editor because you aren't able to share these changes directly if they were only using the web interface. So they would need AdWords Editor as well. You would go into File, Export Backup, or Changes for sharing. They're basically the same. And you would click Export Current Campaign or Whole Account if you made changes across the whole account. And the file that it produces is an AdWords Editor share file, star.aes, which you can save to your folder. What you do with this is then email your advertiser. They would import the file by clicking on File, Import Account Snapshot. And once they import the snapshot, the changes reflect in the actual account. So I'll do a live demonstration here. We'll go for changes for sharing, whole account. Okay, so it just quickly says that the export is complete. To show you that changes were actually made, I'm going to revert all the changes that we've made within the campaigns. So you have the ability to do that, by the way. It's just this quick like undo button that appears. Okay, and you can notice that all bold changes have been dismissed at the moment. So what we'll do is go and import the account snapshot that we just exported. You find the AES file and just click import, and it gives you a summary again of the changes that have been made and imported. The cool thing is that this all happens offline and it hasn't been posted yet. So your client will be able to review imported changes by clicking on this button, and it highlights and shows you what changes have been made to which campaigns, and an option appears to keep proposed changes and reject proposed changes. So if the client is happy with some of the changes that you propose, they could do so for specific campaigns and approve those and reject other campaigns. They can also add comments. Is there any way to improve the resolution just to make it wider? Sorry. Okay, what we aren't able to see on the screen, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, is the ability to add a comment. So if you did want to add comments to your specific changes, or if your client was rejecting changes that you've proposed, they'd be able to add a comment, and then when you import the snapshot, the comments will become visible, and if they were addressing specific things like keywords or ads, you could read the comments that they proposed and better understand why they rejected them or accepted them. So we're going to go ahead and keep proposed changes. It basically shows you the same view that we did before we exported them. So the bold highlighted campaigns on the side. And yeah, if everything is cool to go, we'll be able to post changes, and the account will be updated in the web interface as well, and the ads will be serving as soon as you post. So with regards to making bulk changes in text ads, for example, so we'll just copy them. The Excel part of this is really cool. What AdWords Editor doesn't allow you to do when you're viewing multiple ads like this, if you see on the right-hand side of the headline, description line 1, and display URL, it gives you a kind of count of how many characters are within a specific line. So we're looking at text ads at the moment. If I highlighted just one cell, you'd see that it's 19 characters, which is fine. It abides by the limit of 25. The next two description lines are also fine. They're 35. If I were to go over this limit, for example, just add a few more characters, you'd see that an error appears. Now, that's cool for one ad within AdWords Editor, but when you want to view multiple ads at the same time, you'll see that it defaults to zeros because it can't calculate the amount of characters amongst the different ads. So what we do is copy the ads that you specifically want to look at, go to Excel or Google Spreadsheets if you don't have Excel, paste the data, and with Excel, if you're familiar with certain formulas, I'll just type in one here. It's called the length formula. It's equals LEN, and then open bracket and the text that you want to look at. So you can replicate this column for description line 1 and description line 2, also for your display URL, and you get an idea of all ads at the same time, how they actually fare in terms of abiding by the character limit. You can actually, if we title this column, so I'm just going to call it character limit. You can filter this data by clicking on the filter button at the top. And we can choose to sort the data by ascending or descending. And this sorts all of the data. And if you did have a lot of ads that violated the policy that made the characters go over the limit, you'd be able to more easily see that data here. And you can make easy changes to your text ads or keywords. Okay, so the screen resolution, unfortunately, is preventing some of the features that are below the fold that we aren't able to view. But another cool feature in AdWords Editor is the ability to find and replace text and append text to specific campaigns, keywords, or ad groups. So with that, in terms of labeling your ad groups and labeling your campaigns, you'd be able to better distinguish between desktop and search by just appending text to the different campaigns. There's another cool tool within AdWords Editor. If you just highlight the tool section at the top, it's called Find Duplicate Keywords. And depending on what you're looking for specifically with regards to word order, match types, location of duplicates, you can choose specific radio buttons. And if you want to look at specific campaigns or across all campaigns, you'd be able to do so here. I'm not 100% sure if that functionality is included in the web interface, but we'll do a test now and just click on Find Duplicate Keywords. And what appears are all the duplicate keywords within the account. You'd be able to analyze, well, kind of holistic view all of the duplicate keywords and why they would possibly exist. In this specific case, they aren't in the same, they may be in the same ad group, but they aren't in the same campaign. This could make sense if you have multiple device kind of campaigns, so desktop search versus mobile search, and this is fine, this would make sense. But if you do find that there are duplicate keywords that exist, you can easily just highlight them and right-click on them and delete. So, yeah, you can see that the proposed change on the left-hand side is a minus. That means that that keyword should be removed. And after you click Post Changes, it's important that after any change that you make, if you are ready to post, you click Post Changes, and the changes will be made and the account will be updated. Okay, so with the there's an advanced search option that appears on the right-hand side of the screen. Let's try to actually get it. So if you have specific settings that you want to look for, or if you want to look at specific metrics after you've clicked on View Statistics, you can click on Advanced Search and do a search for that specific data set. So this is possible in the web interface, but it's pretty cool that AdWords Editor gives you the option of a few different kind of settings that you don't have. It enables you to find data that you're looking at, and let's just give it a try. Word count equals 3 words. I can't actually accept this because the screen resolution, sorry about that. But if you do specify specific settings and then you approve them.
Take your window out of full screen mode.
Yeah, this one is out of full screen. Yeah. So after you do make specific changes, the main view will be updated here, and still nothing, sorry. So the main window will be updated, and you can make advanced bid changes, such as adding a specific percentage of bid to the keywords that have been updated, or adding a specific volume or monetary value, just if you want to add 10 Rand to each of those keywords if you think they're performing well. Okay, with regards to targeting, you can add specific placements and audiences for display targeting in an ad group. You'll be able to highlight, so let's just look at desktop display and ICM, interest category marketing. So you can view the audiences within that ad group, and if you find that some of them are actually applicable to other ad groups, you could highlight them there, and just a simple copy and paste in your new ad group, and they're good to go, ready to post. So this functionality isn't available in the web interface, and the kind of copy and pasting is really awesome flexibility that makes AdWords Editor a really powerful tool to use. So you can do the same with location targeting if you're targeting more than one country or city. And similarly, the same with the extensions tab and updating location extensions. So you have the ability to change your map icon within AdWords Editor and choose a specific image for your ad. The extension preview would display on the bottom, but unfortunately we can't see it. And with site links, you can view site links for a search campaign and copy them between each other's search campaigns. So that's basic functionality of AdWords Editor. There was some stuff that I wanted to show you, but unfortunately due to the screen resolution not being able to show me the bottom half of AdWords Editor, I'm unable to display that. But if you do have any specific questions or want to come straight to me after the session, I'd really appreciate that. That would be cool. But yeah, unfortunately, due to the resolution problems, there's not much else I can cover now. Okay, so yeah, thank you for the session.